Maybe I've been going to gyms too long. Just the irritation factor now going to the gym is high for me. It really is. I wish, A, I could afford, and B, I wish I had the patience to have my own home gym. But I like going to a gym. I like hearing the clanks of the weights, the music. It caters to my ADD or hotties all over the place. I kind of like it. You know? But it's becoming more of an irritant, and it has everything to do with cell phones and etiquette when it comes to sitting on a bench, scrolling through your phone rather than sharing the time together.
You mean people are selfish and oblivious?
I just wish gyms would just put signs up that just say 60 seconds in between sets is all you have to sit on it. And it's just one irritant after the other. And I think maybe I've just been working out there too long, but there are more too. Abby here thinks that she's been framed by her gym.
Yeah, every gym has a very certain unspoken set of etiquette rules, and I think somebody framed me for breaking one of them. So a little context, I haven't been to the gym, I think in like 6.5 weeks. So I got a nose job, and you're not supposed to do any kind of heavy lifting for about 6 weeks because
what kind of lifting you doing with your nose?
Well, I mean, like if you bend over and stuff, you might fall on your face or you might strain something. There's muscles in your nose. You don't want to like bend something out of place. Your face is very delicate for like 6 weeks. I just bumped my nose on the mic and I'm almost in tears. It hurts a little bit. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain.
I got a nose job 30 years ago. That's why I haven't been able to go to the gym either.
That old nose day.
One day on. Yeah. Chest and nose today.
So you probably have been to a gym like this where, you know, everyone kind of has a specific spot that they like to go to. There's, you know, you go in and you sign up for a certain spot. And a lot of people like me are creatures of habit. You get used to one certain set of weights, one certain side of the room with a certain lighting that makes you look a certain way. Or for me, I choose the spot that's not in front of the mirror because I don't want to look myself.
Oh, I like this idea. A dark gym. Where you can't see yourself for the most insecure of gym enthusiasts.
That's not dangerous at all.
But for people, like for creatures of habit, like you and I, so I intentionally go to my yoga studio early so I can get my spot. I like to be in the second row, far left, next to the wall. And when I walk in and I see somebody in like my spot, I'm like,
Abby and I were going down in the elevator yesterday, and she's all rushed. I got to get to my Orange Theory class, right? And it's like 10:15 or something like that, or whatever, 10:30 or 11:15. And I'm like, well, when's your class? And she's like, not till noon. It was 45 minutes, and the Orange Theory class is right down the street. I'm like, why do you need to get there so early? And you had a whole list of reasons why you needed to be there early.
Yes, I'm a creature of habit. I like to be in my certain spot. And so, Kristen, I'm like you, where I know me. I know that the quality of my workout depends on my mood, and I'm going to be in a bad mood if someone takes my spot. So I, having a lot of personal responsibility, show up 15 minutes early. The girls who work the front desk know this because I come in like clockwork every single day at 11:45. Sometimes they even write my name down before I walk in because they're like, Abby signed up. We know she likes spot 11. Shout out to you guys, the few ones. And I just know that about myself, so I know that I want to be in spot 11. So last week was my first time at the gym for the first time in almost 7 weeks, and I was a little nervous because I haven't worked out in a while. I'm like, how do weights work? Ugh. So I go to my normal time. With my normal instructors, everything's fine. I'm like, oh, I know how weightlifting works again. And so I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm like, I'm going to go back again. And you know, I think I could do 2 workouts in a row. So the next day I go to a class that I don't normally go to, different time slot, different instructor who doesn't know me, who doesn't know that I like spot 11. I need to be spot 11. Otherwise my mood's going to be off. So I go in and I sign up for spot 11. They're 20 minutes early because it's a weekend. And, you know, I'm working out. And within the first couple of minutes, the guy working out next to me goes up to me and he's like, Richard Johnson? Are you Richard Johnson? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, do I look like Richard Johnson? And he just walks up and goes to the spot next to me, spot 12 or spot 13. And the whole time he's working out, he's just kind of giving me the side eye. I'm like, this poor old man, he's probably got dementia or something. He thinks I'm really Richard Johnson. And so a couple more minutes goes by.
Nowadays, it's 2024, man. You don't throw labels and names around anymore. He's just probably playing it conservative. Right.
I just look like a small boy at the gym. And so he's working out, and then and he's giving me the side eye. And I notice about 15 minutes into this class, he leaves. And I'm like, oh, this poor man couldn't handle the workout. That's so sad. So the workout class ends. I end up leaving. And he's sitting there on the bench in front of the front desk. And as I'm leaving, he waves to me and he goes, bye, Richard Johnson. And I'm just very confused. I was like, why is this man calling me Richard? So I go in the next day for a class, and one of the instructors had been there working the front desk from the day before. And I asked her, I was like, hey, I had the most bizarre experience with this guy who kept calling me Richard Johnson. Like, what's his story? Like, is this like a sad old man who has like memory problems? And she goes, oh no, you were in his spot 11. He was he is Richard, and he was mad that you had, taken spot 11. I was like, first of all, I got there 20 minutes early so that I could have my spot. He thought that his spot was mine, but my spot is spot 11.
So that's his name, and he was wow.
So he was being a D.
He was being a total D word to this poor woman who just wanted to lift some weights after her nose job. Okay? So I was framed for bad Orange Theory etiquette. Very upset by this.
Now I'm mad at him.
Me too.
Yeah, he was rude.
Screw Richard Johnson, okay?
No, his name is Dick.
Yeah.
Screw Dick.
The Bert Show.